Any suggestions, number one?
I'm sorry, Captain, I don't have any suggestions right now.
Captain, message from Starfleet. It is Admiral Redrick.
On screen. Greetings, Admiral. What can we do for you?
Jean-Luc, good to see you again. I have a little favor to ask. Would you be interested in finding a little lost lamb for me?
A lamb?
A figure of speech. I have a friend stationed on Morasia, an exobiologist. I haven't heard from her in quite a while. I'm getting a little worried. I'd like you to check into it if you can.
Morasia? Isn't that some sort of zoological habitat?
Oh, it's much more than that, Jean-Luc. The Morasians have created 3 distinct biotopes, 3 completely different ecologies in one section of their planet. They call it the Preserve, the latest wonder of the galaxy.
Who exactly is this lost lamb?
Her name is Dr. V. Hunforsch. She was on Morasia cataloging local species for the Federation Zoological Database, but no one's seen her for days.
Have the local authorities investigated the matter?
Constable Lixie, who runs the preserve, thinks V went on a field trip and that there's nothing to worry about. To humor me, she said I should send a team to investigate.
Admiral, do you have any reason to suspect foul play?
The truth? V is headstrong, but she might be chasing butterflies. But I think there's more to it than that. And Jean-Luc, Morasia is applying for Federation membership. You could review the state of affairs there while you're looking for our exobiologist.
Very well. As soon as we receive your report, we'll get underway.
I'll transmit it immediately. Oh, and Jean-Luc, the Morasians have a strict matriarchal society. Males are usually treated as servants at best. Don't take it personally.
Understood, sir.
Good luck. Redrick out.
Laying a course for Morasia, Warp 5.
Yes, sir.
Engage.
Primary core access enabled. Systems online.
Mr. Worf, your analysis.
Captain, we should check our orders from Starfleet.
Warning. Entering nebula. Entering non-aligned space.
Captain's log supplemental. The Enterprise has arrived at Marasia to investigate the disappearance of Dr. V. Hunforsh, an exobiologist stationed here for the past 2 years. The 3 species native to this world have enjoyed a millennium of peaceful cooperation, and this visit will give us the opportunity to review Marasia's petition for membership in the Federation. It's time we introduced ourselves. Mr. Worf, hail Constable Lixie.
Aye, Captain.
I'm Captain Jean-Luc Picard of the Federation Starship Enterprise. We have come to investigate the disappearance of Dr. Hunforsh.
Welcome to Marasia. As I told Admiral Redrick, I really don't think Dr. Hunforsh is in any danger. She's probably on an extended field trip.
Good. We'll need your beam-down coordinates.
I shall transmit them. And Captain, in order to protect the animals in the preserve, we permit no weapons of any kind on the surface.
Out-of-way teams carry phasers for self-defense only. They can be locked on a low stun setting. I assure you none of your animals will be harmed.
I'm sorry, Captain. I won't allow it. We cannot predict how even your lowest setting will affect our animals.
We will respect your laws. The away team will not be armed.
For a male, you are unusually cooperative.
Is there any better way to begin a relationship?
Forgive me, Captain. I am not accustomed to seeing a male in command. I will await your investigators.
Beam down coordinates selected. Beam down coordinates selected.
Visitors for Constable Lixie.
I'm Lieutenant Commander Data of the Starship Enterprise. I'm investigating the absence of Dr. Hunforsh.
Welcome. So you are the artificial human. Interesting. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but there really is no need for alarm. Dr. Hunforsh is probably just on an extended field trip.
Who were the last people to see the doctor?
Apparently, Consultant Idia was the last to see her. They had dinner or some such. It's all in my report. You should be able to access it through your tricorder.
If the doctor had been injured somewhere in the preserve, would you be able to locate her?
Of course. But our surveillance system can detect signs of distress in any of our inhabitants. And we've had no sign of trouble from the doctor.
The preserve clearly embodies your philosophy of life forms living within life forms to create a single harmonious organism. It is an impressive achievement.
Very observant, Commander. Your perceptiveness does you credit.
Your tone suggests that you do not like Dr. Hunforsh.
She hasn't made many friends here. She disagrees openly with our philosophy, our methods, and has even accused us of smuggling banned species.
I would like to investigate the preserved grounds where the doctor last worked.
We'd prefer to limit the number of outsiders in the preserve while it is under construction. Investigating the doctor's laboratory should be sufficient.
A thorough investigation of the doctor's disappearance will require me to enter the preserve. Furthermore, the Federation Council has requested a review of Marassia. Unhindered access will allow me to prepare a far more detailed report.
The Federation's requests are not law here. Not yet. But in the interests of cooperation, I'll open up the area surrounding my outpost. Be sure to stay within the visitors' areas. You must understand, my responsibility to the animals comes first.
I have no more questions for you at this time. May I investigate the doctor's quarters?
Of course. Her laboratory quarters are at the end of the path towards the mountains.
What a beautiful bird.
The computer is a BAT 4003, an obsolete Milosian model. It has been modified for hand and foot operation. The computer is a... I do not believe that will work.
It's a cryogenically preserved specimen. This biotable has a bioassay hardware to examine specimens and read scans. Field units are built to suit different environments, so they can travel in zoological habitats and check on the animals. This Class A field unit is configured for rocky terrain and torrid climate zones. This Class C field unit is configured for aquatic travel. A computer. The bioprobe removes samples from field units which collect them from animals. It's not working. 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 The doctor's files have been erased. I can make out one message from her personal log. Sessions with tracker Melas cancelled. Schedule again after field trip. Open a channel to Grower Inongo.
Channels to Grower Inongo are closed indefinitely.
Open a channel to Tracker Melas.
Channels open.
I'm Dr. Beverly Crusher of the Starship Enterprise. I'm investigating Dr. Hunforsh's disappearance.
Greetings. I doubt that she is in any danger. She's probably just taking a vacation after her blow-up with Constable Lixie.
I found your name in Dr. Hunforsh's lab. How do you know her?
I teach her territorial recognition. At least I did. We suspended our lessons after the power outages began. I haven't seen her since, but I doubt she's lost. Such an excellent tracker, even if she is a bit weak in the nose.
You mentioned some power outages. Could you tell me anything more about them?
A power surge at our quarantine shelter destroyed some of the generators. 2 watchers were seriously injured and several animals escaped. Since then, we've had outages in the biotopes. They're still under investigation.
The constable didn't say anything about that. I suppose that with the generator out, the individual containment fields in the shelter wouldn't work either. You wouldn't be able to hold anything there.
That's right. Most of our personnel are out searching for escaped animals right now. Dr. Hunforsh might be doing that on her own.
I'd like to ask you about some animal carcasses we found in the doctor's lab.
Of course.
The doctor was only supposed to be cataloging species. What would she be doing with these carcasses?
I don't know. I haven't seen her since we suspended our lessons after the power outages.
Let's see what the biotable and a sonic scan will tell us.
I wish you well on your search.
Open a channel to Consultant Idia.
Channels to Consultant Idia are closed at this time.
Subject is marked as a Fresnorian boar. Probable cause of death is malnutrition.
It's not working.
Subject is marked as a Kujan gibbon. Probable cause of death is massive infection by Nacherov parasites. This parasite is not native to the Kujan's habitat. Subject is marked as a Myocordae mole. Probable cause of death is neural energy loss.
Open a
channel.
So the constable and Dr. Hunforsh had an argument.
Dr. Hunforsh discovered that several animals from Aramut's second shipment were illegal species which had been mistagged. I think she accused the constable of smuggling, but I'm not sure. Healer Zolas told me the story.
What exactly do the Watchers do?
The Watchers feed and care for the preserved species.
If the accusations of smuggling were confirmed, it would seriously jeopardize Marassia's chances for membership in the Federation.
That's why she thought Constable Lixie might be involved, to thwart Federation entry.
I'd like it.
Of course.
A boar seems to have died of starvation. How could something that preventable happen here?
Hard to say. The Watchers are quite good. I can't imagine they'd just let this happen. Maybe they were given the wrong care instructions. Or maybe the animal was not identified correctly.
We found a Kujan gibbon which died from an avoidable parasitic infection. How could that happen here?
I don't know. The Watchers are the ones who care for the animals. Maybe they can help you.
We did a bioscan on a mole-like creature. There was a significant energy drain from its neural pathways.
It's probably a Myocordae mole. They're quite common on Marassia, but I've never heard of one dying like this before.
I once encountered a species that consumed human neural energy. This animal looks like it died in a similar way. Maybe one of the animals in the preserve feeds on Myocordae energy.
None that I know of. Perhaps the Myocordae got caught in one of the generator power surges, but then it wouldn't be drained of energy. I don't know.
You've been very helpful. Thank you for your time.
I wish you well on your search.
It's possible the constable felt that telling us about her argument with the doctor would arouse our suspicions. But why would she withhold information about the escapes?
Open a channel.
Channels to consultant.
There must be something unusual about these carcasses, or the doctor would not have kept them. I recommend full biological and sonic scans.